Hello, welcome to Asian Petrolhead. It is August 14th here in Korea. Hold on, let me just mute myself. And hope you guys are staying cool because it is very, very hot day here in Korea as well. It's about 11 a.m. here, and good morning to you guys. And thank you also for tuning in for yesterday for our quick walk around of 1984 Hyundai Pony. I kind of borrowed it from my friend. I really wanted to share the experience with you guys, so because I'm not sure when I would have that kind of opportunity again. So hope you guys enjoyed it, and also thank you for visiting us on last Wednesday for our quick review of 2021 Kia Optima. It was my first spy shot review, and lots of you tuned in, so thank you so much for tuning in. And you know, seemed like many of you liked our spy shot review, so we prepared one more. And today we're going to talk about new Genesis G80. So we're doing this live, so if you do have any questions or if you have anything you'd like to ask, please do so in the comment section, and we'll try to answer as much as things through the stream today. So yeah, so let's get started. And before we do, let me also say support us by subscribing to our channel. Okay, guys? So many of you tuned in. Hello, John. Hello, James. John, we have lots of people tuning in. Wow, Texas. Hello, guys. So welcome, welcome. We're going to try to answer some of the most because many of you are waiting for the G80 and myself. So let's see the design. And before we do, I kind of want to give you a quick history about the Genesis G80. So in order to do that, we kind of have to go back to where it was before where it was selling as a Genesis, Hyundai Genesis. All right, so I'm going to show you. It was Genesis, codenamed BH, looking like this. It was 4-door luxury sedan from Hyundai, rear-wheel drive or all-wheel drive, offering from 3.3 V6 to 5-liter Tau V8. It was quite successful even in the United States. And then 5 years later, Hyundai rolls out this second generation, codenamed DH. Hyundai gave second generation a completely new design. It was actually designed by Peter Schreier. I still think the second generation looked very best until now, and I personally cannot wait until to see G80 in person. And in year 2017, Hyundai rebadges the second generation Hyundai Genesis and start calling it Genesis G80 to put the guy right next to its bigger brother G90. So guys, now we all know which models we're talking about right now, right? Okay, so got that out of the way. Okay, and before we begin, I'd like to give special shout out and thanks to the Automedia and also Motor One for the images. I left a link in the description in case you want to read their full article or see more pictures. So thank you Automedia and Motor One for the images once again. And before we start, I'd like to also show you a quick YouTube video. It was from Car Spotter Jeron, which shows G80 entering into gas station near the Nürburgring. So let me just share that with you guys. She's now entering into the gas station. And if you do speak German, and I don't, can you tell what they're saying? I think they're saying like it looks kind of car is hot. Yeah, do let me know what they're talking about. Yeah, he's talking something. If you do speak German. Trinidad. Hello. looks like it's going to wear Michelin Pilot Super Sports tires. I guess he's heading back to the track now. It's a little bit too much heavily camouflage, but going back to track now. So we've got the turn signal on the left, brake light. It's to be LED, guys. But, so thank you, German, for the. Okay. Okay, thank you. And how was it? How was it? It looks to be too much camouflage, but we have more better pictures coming, so don't worry. And so let's do. Thank you, Jaron, for the perfect video. And why don't we start with the dates? Actually, because many foreign journalists are saying G80 will be launched here this September in Korea, but actually I don't think that's going to happen that way, because I'm more hearing that Genesis will introduce GV80, their first flagship, first SUV here in Korea this November 1st, and then they're going to introduce Genesis G80 sometime very early next year. There are many reasons why they are delaying the launch of G80, and more reasonable seems to be that the Genesis doesn't want cannibalization between GV80 and G80. You know, SUVs are very hot, very hot lately, and I guess they want to get the Genesis GV80 out, you know, successfully, and then roll out the G80. So if you're waiting for the G80, I guess we'll have to wait a little bit more, but I hope they really kind of introduce it early next year. So, you know, so that's a little bit update on the, so this is what GV80 looks like, we all know, right? It's an SUV, first SUV from Genesis, so that's a little bit update on the dates. So, you know, hearing more, you know, actually I could be wrong, because Hyundai or Genesis did not give us any dates or confirm any dates, but I could be wrong. But let's stay tuned, because I think when they roll out Genesis GV80 this November, I think they're going to give us a little more clear dates when they will be launching the G80. Okay, so if you do have any questions, let us know. Hold on, let me look at the comments. Hello? Yes, it looks kind of sexy, yeah. Yep, so. Well, Joseph, like I told you, GV80 will be launched before the G80. So SUV first and then sedan later. So. Maybe I spoke it backwards, but that's how it is. So let's take a look at the design from the front. So new Genesis G80 will look very much like the new Genesis G80. It will have a shield-like crushed grille in the center, almost reaching end of the lower bumper. And it looks like it will also have a completely redesigned lower bumper as well. And on the side, G80s will have quad headlamp. Those are separated. New Genesis G90s have quad headlamp, but they're not separated. So I'm really curious to see how new headlamp would look like in the future. It's probably the new direction Genesis is moving toward too. And GV80 will also share the similar headlamp design. The shape of the hood looks similar, more round at the end. And it looks like that, and we'll have a radar sensor on the upper part of crest grille, you know, for the adaptive cruise control and other driving aids. So it's once again, it's hard to see with all the camouflages and all the stickers. So let's get our help from our Russian friends. Thank you, Kulica RU for the rendering images. You know, but it's still rendering images, so it's a wild guess, but it looks quite convincing, so let's take a look. Right? It's got crest grille in the middle and quad headlamp on each side. Lovely looking rims and completely revised lower bumper design. So guys, let me know what you think about the rendering image. Like I said, it's still a rendering image. It's a wild guess, but it looks quite accurate to me, and hope it comes out this way because, you know, take a look. It looks very sexy, and I love the quad headlamp design. You know, I think the Genesis logo fits quite nicely on the bonnet, and the crest grille, I think it looks better than what's on the Genesis G90. So do let us know what you think about the rendering image in the comment section. Yes, it looks nice, yeah. Well, BMW, well, it's a little bit different, I think. So, yeah, so let's continue looking at the car, okay? And thank you, Kulisa RU, for the rendering images again. Looks very nice. And let's move to the side. We still don't have any specific dimensions or which platform it will be built up on, but let's take a look at a few images. Just like the new Genesis G90, the side mirror has been moved to the bottom. And if you do take a closer look, you'll see there's a strong shoulder line above the door handles. I'm guessing it will look sportier from the side as well. So let's also take a look at the more rendering images. Let me show you this one. This one looks also a nice angle. And like I said, big shoulder line above the door handles. And I love the hood line. It's got the solid, thick hood line right at the end. And love the rims. Looks very classic and looks very, you know, very nicely sorted out. Big design. So let me also know what you think about the rendering image from the side, okay? And let's move to the rear. And just like the front, tail lamp will have quad headlamp, tail lamp design with dual exhaust pipe below. And looks like it will have a short trunk deck, giving a sporty look. So let's also show you the rendering images as well. So this will look. This also has a quad tail lamp design. I wish it was a little bit, you know, a little bit smaller. It looks too big for me, but anyhow, it looks very nice with a dual exhaust on the bottom, reflectors on each side, Genesis logo, and lovely looking trunk deck. It almost looks like a Bentley from the behind also as well. So let us know what you think about the rendering images. Let me read the comments and yeah. Wow, 5 Series, better than 5 Series and E Series. Wow, that's a big compliment for Genesis. Yeah. So okay, so that's the rear design, and also let me talk about the powertrains, what we know so far. So, oh, before we do that, about the interior, we could not find anything or any pictures about interior, so we kind of have to guess because it looks like it will have a full digital gauge cluster and big old infotainment screen on the right side, and maybe head-up display system, and you know, electric gear shifter and everything, good stuff coming. So for the interior, I guess we're going to have to wait and see until the you know, the more closer to the date. So let's talk about the powertrains. Currently, G80s are sold with 3.3 liter, 3.8 liter V6 or 3.3 liter twin turbocharged V6 or 5 liter V8 Tau engine, but it seems like you won't be able to find any V8s in the future G80s because Manfred Fitzgerald, the head of Genesis, told Car and Driver the Genesis G80 range will be topped off by the V6, which could mean G90s will be only models with 5-liter V8. Why not Genesis? Come on, we love V8 and it sounds so good on the Genesis. So please do, if you are listening, please do add V8 for the North American markets and also for Korean markets and rest of the world. So if they don't add a V8, it seems like we're going to have 3.3-liter V6, 3.8-liter V6, and 3.3-liter twin turbocharged V6. And rumors that they might add a 2.5-liter turbocharged gasoline engine producing 300 plus horsepower, and also plug-in and hybrid maybe added in the future. So guys, let me also know what you think about the powertrain lineup. So let's take a read the comments. So, and maybe 3.5-liter twin turbocharged would be very nice too. But yes, the V8 has a little bit less MPG, like a 1 mile MPG less, but I mean, it sounds really good too. So I personally like V8. So, so guys, let me know what you think about the new Genesis in terms of style and overall powertrains and other features. So, all right. Diesel, maybe 2.2. Diesel maybe for the Korean markets, but I'm not hearing anything about that yet. So yeah, 2.5 turbocharged, maybe 3.5 would be good, but maybe they'll just use 3.3 twin turbo. So, and it looks like they're going to have an all-wheel drive system as well. Not sure about the air suspension. Didn't hear anything about that, but we'll probably have adaptive suspension to it. So, okay. Any other questions? Yes, I like the style, and I hope they build it like this nicely. So, other than that, you want to see? Is there any part that you would like to see once again, the rendering images or so? Let us know. Oh, you want to see me drive the car? Yes, but I'm gonna have to wait. Maybe we'll show you the GV80 launching this November 1st at the media test drive, and then get the press car, as soon as possible. So maybe there'll be like a winter, so hope it doesn't snow. But yeah, we'll show you GV80 first, and then we're gonna show you the G80. Sometime very early next year. So I hope they, get it out maybe, January or February. That would be nice. And lots of people are saying, they wanted to buy 2019 Genesis G80. If I were you, maybe I would wait a little bit more and see this car first, and then maybe then you can get the better deals on 2019 as model as well, right? Maybe, John, yes, maybe they're gonna have 3-liter V6, the diesel on GV80. They might, but it depends. If you're watching from the North American markets, Hyundai doesn't usually export diesel models to those countries. So for the Korean markets, yes, I think they might add a V6 diesel to GV80, and let's see if they do it for the G80 as well. So yes, Albert Bierman, please let us have a G90 N model. That'd be perfect as well. So, all right, guys. So if you do have any questions or you'd like to say anything, let us know. So yeah, it's been quiet time. So like I said, they will have the new G90 coming early next year. Alright guys, so this is as far as I prepare. So that was our little update on our G80. Hope you guys enjoyed it. This is our second spy shot review. So if there's any models you'd like to see in the future, let us know through the comment section, and we'll try to gather as much as information as possible. And you know, maybe we'll do combinations, spy shot review between GV80 and G80 all together when we get a little bit more information about the cars. Okay, so thank you guys so much for tuning in, and please do support us by subscribing to our channel, and we'll be back with more car reviews. And as an update, we have new K7 Premier, which is called a Cadenza, coming next or Monday through Wednesday to us. So we'll have that review filmed as fast as we can. And we're also hearing that Kia also rolled out the new Mojave this September. They kind of show the new images for it, and maybe we'll show the cars to you as well. So thank you guys so much for tuning in, and we'll be back with more car reviews. So bye bye guys. Thank you.